We're here again with the second powerful coin, Ethereum, and we are looking at it in the short term on the daily chart, and fortunately is giving me a much clearer picture than yesterday when we looked at Bitcoin. So let's review daily chart of prints of altcoins. You will be given direction and targets, okay? Because that's all you're here for. Direction. Well, this is an impulsive move to the upside that broke this consolidation, and now we're retracing. The only question is the retracement over, and are we ready for a new pump in the short term? And for you that don't want to watch the entire video, yes, you do exist also. In my opinion, retracement isn't over, and Ethereum is going lower before higher. Let's dive in, and we will dive in first, as always, by zooming in. Why do I say we are going lower? Because we are, from that point, 22nd of January, below our band. This is our first clue, let's say it like that. Now, why this is much clearer chart than Bitcoin's? Because the price is below the band, because we have exponential below the simple. This is a somewhat bearish indication. And as you can see here, the band is making a resistance. So again, here we can have a touch and then a big throwdown to the downside. So in the short term, this is a short-term analysis, not a long-term analysis. We will do that in another video. Ethereum is bearish. That doesn't sound pretty sexy or something like that, but that's the reality, okay? Of course, long-term in the coming weeks, months, absolutely different narrative. You will see much higher prices that you ever expected in Ethereum, but let's focus on this video. So, direction to the downside, the band is making everything you need to know. And until a trend line to going to the downside is broken, you don't have nothing to be excited about in the upside. Yes, today we are battling at that trend line. If you also want to do it just the way I did, by using those points of bodies. But still a lot of work ahead of Ethereum. Okay? Now zooming out, please follow me into the next room. Where will we zoom out? This is too much, but this is exactly what we need, because with this type of zoom, we can make that Fibonacci great analysis. By the way, do notice that this band was our support all the time when we headed to the upside. Here, you saw some signs of, price exhaustion. And after that pump, we made a clear cut to the downside, saying now is the time for retracement. Now is the time to go into the red again. Now, since I zoomed out like this, you can see clearly that we here formed some kind of a support, but we're pounding on it pretty hard. I'm talking about 2197, so around 2200 is a big floor laying in Ethereum. Now, by the price behavior at this important support zone, I feel that it's not gonna hold for much longer, because after the big pump and then putting it all back from where it came from, this is a bearish indication. So my suggestion is that we're gonna break 2200 and continue to the lower prices. Now, let's use Fibonacci and talk about what lower prices. As I said, first I'm gonna use this point. This is October of last year, because I believe this is where it all started. We will use that impulsive move and combine it with this high. There we go. We got the levels. And by looking at this beautifully drawn chart, if we highlight this area, you can see that we are bouncing for, well, I would say months now, in between 23 and 38.2. See it? Pretty clearly, resistance, support, abomination of the price, and then again into the range. So who says that we're not gonna continue to move in that direction? What levels are we bounded with? 2366 to the upside, 2176 to the downside. So this is not my prediction, this is what Fibonacci told us. But now let's talk targets. But before talking to targets to the downside, which is the main focus of this video, let me say that to the upside, it's most probable that we only go to this level, 2366, until we break it. Of course, after we break it, why not all-time highs 2700? But that is, in my opinion, not that probable scenario at this moment. So let's not discuss it. Let's even remove it and focus on the target that I think will be realized in the coming days. First, I want to draw one more Fibonacci, and you know that, to accompany those wicks with bodies. So we're gonna touch here, taking into account that body, and also taking into account that body. I always says, is this the right way to use Fibonacci? I don't know, I'm using it like that. It's giving me, let's say, a clearer picture. Okay, friends, what we've got now is the zone that there's currently our big support. This is it, 38.2. By any measures, this zone is holding us for now. Zone is rotating around 2156, and you can see here that it was a resistance, now is a support. But already told you at the beginning of this video, I think this is gonna break, and here we are going to the 50% retracement. What is the level? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is the pinnacle of this video, and I think we are going to the 50% retracement, and the level is quite simple in my book, $2,000, or to be exact, around 2010. So about $2,000, we are going there. Yes, Ethereum will be touching $2,000 before making a new move to the upside. And since we're already here, and since I already gave you $2,000 as the next buy zone of Ethereum, let's be bold. What if things go bad in really bad manner? Well then, my friend, we are going into the ultimate zone of 61.8% retracement, 1891, which is also possible in the coming weeks. So let's make a clear deduction out of this. Remove Fibonacci, remove this point of support, which is at this moment very important. But soon it won't be, because in my book we are going into the 2000s of Ethereum, and in my book, if that breaks, we are going into the higher regions of 1800s. Is this an absolute answer that will absolutely happen? Who knows? Not a planet, not a man, not a single soul have the definitive answer, but I got this for you. 2000s and below are quite possible in the coming days for Ethereum. The question is, when we go that low, will you be a buyer or a frightened bystander just like you are now when the dinosaur roars?